about what video to do first, because there's two things I wanted to talk about. But I wanted to get this one off my chest because obviously it's more important to me. Uh, I read this article. It's kind of an older story, but I should have talked about it a while back. It's about these gay penguins, and apparently this is the propaganda of the gay caucus to make homosexuality more normal by suggesting that animals commit homosexuality all the time, as if that somehow justifies it. I mean, let's look at it this way. Animals also murder and rape each other. Are we going to say that murder and rape is part of normal everyday life and we should just accept it? Now, before people start saying that's a slippery slope argument, that's a straw man, remember, it is you defending the course of nature, not I. I believe man needs to transcend nature. I believe it is man's duty and his spiritual destiny to conquer over the land and conquer over things beyond what he can see. So, I don't know if that's manifest destiny, I don't know if that's the right term, but essentially I believe man's goal should be to not only go beyond his own limits, but beyond the limits of his environment, which means to eradicate what you perceive as nature. Animals live repugnant and low lives. They live these lives of struggle and dirt and crawling in the mud. Is that the bar you want to set for humanity? So that is one reason. Another reason is animals have no concept of good or evil besides their most primitive instincts. Besides what is in the immediate, they don't understand the greater good or, something that is actually evil. That's why we feel sorry for animals. That's why we show them mercy and we make them pets. And, we authentically feel bad for them when we see them get hurt because they don't understand. All they understand is survival and, getting to their next meal. And so they understand good. It's pretty sad that animals actually understand good and evil in some ways better than humans do. Animals understand compassion. They understand taking care of their young. They understand, looking out for their friends and their family. They have a sense of loyalty and love that humans seem to lack. But, for the most part, it's mostly driven based off their biological nature rather than their ability to visualize it and then make it a reality. So I do not see basing nature as it's right or wrong as anything worth mentioning. It just makes no sense to me because nature is cruel. Nature is full of brutality and bullshit that you want no part of. Which brings me to my most important point. In nature, there is no governance. How convenient it is for the liberal left to talk about how we should, homosexuals live in nature. There is no government in nature. In nature, it's sink or swim. Usually the people that ban me are the moral relativists that applaud homosexuality. In nature, you'd be dead. I'd kill you. I'd bite you in the neck, and I'd feed you to my young. Do you want to live in a world like that? I could live in a world like that. I already do. I already have to handle, getting treated like shit and having to be a victim of your macho masculinity, I guess. But could you live in a world like that? Could you live in a world like that where the law does not protect you? It's insane. Because, in the animal kingdom, there is no sense of authority. No one has the privilege to tell you what to do. In nature, there's only two kinds of governance. There is the alpha male, which is less of an authority figure and more of a fatherly figure. It's more of a leader that the other animals look up to because he's the most cunning, strong, resourceful of the pack. He is the most, he's special. He has talent, and they see that, and they want to emulate him. They want to be like him. And then there is the queen. It's not like in a normal sense of the queen, of a social hierarchy and a heir to the throne, but a queen in a sense that they rely on her to make their babies. The bees make sure she's nice and plump and well taken care of, so she makes a shit ton of bee babies. I'm surprised the feminists don't want to kill all the bees because of how misogynist it is that it is her role to make fucking babies. these are the only forms of government that nature possesses, and thus there would be no moderators, there would be no terms of service, there'd be no rules of engagement, no guidelines, nothing you agree to, no you signed a contract, no it's my property. There's none of that bullshit in the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, you kill to survive, and if you fuck with someone, they end up raping your daughter or wife in front of you, then they grab you by the throat, strangle you, and pee on you. That's what happens in nature. So do you really want to use nature as an excuse for homosexuality? No, you don't. So that's all I'm gonna say here. You can leave something in the comment section, or you can just talk out your ass. That seems a lot of people are very good at that. And